Hello, everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. Okay, back with another Create and Relate. I think I got it all together now. Guess you saw the hashtag in the title where I said new project. When I said new project, I meant, hey, sis, how are you? When I said new project, I meant new project. I think I finally figured out what I want to do with the pink. And the colors that I'm going to be using, of course, is the mainstay pink. Like I told you, I found that I had eight, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven skeins and a piece of the mainstay pink. I also have the Just Yarn pink, and I have mainstay white. So I'm going to work with those. She emphatically said pink when she said it. I asked her for a second color and she said teal. But I'm assuming from the enthusiasm she exhibited when she said pink. I got on my camis today, but not jammies, camis. But I'm assuming when she said pink, she meant she really likes pink. Y'all forgive my hair, please. I'm Yesterday I was down one brush. Today I'm down two. I don't know where the brushes are going. I have no idea. And this is my detangler, so it doesn't lay anything down. But all I'm working on right now is my foundation row. I have grown in love with the foundation row. Y'all get to see me use my gravity. Is that better? Let's see if we can help it out a little bit more. How's that? Okay, that seems to be a tad bit better. And I'm sorry you see all of that. Some of this is the items that I had for sale still. And I can tell you that everything has gone down to 75% off. So we have the big shawl, which last week was $75. It is now $37.50, which is the simple shell shawl with the bag. Under $40, y'all. The Trek to Tracks, which was this one, is now $22.50. Trying to find all the shawls. The diamond shawl has to be this one. Peach Delight, I'm sorry, the Peach Delight shawl. It is $22.50. And I'm showing that I have one more that I don't see. And I know I see it because I just pulled everything out of the bag. Oh, the diamond shawl. And this is $27.50. So that's what I have. Before I go any further, I am your baby boomer, Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another Create and Relate. Come on in the room. Y'all, I knew that I had this coming up, and I wasn't ready. Just go call it what it is. I was not ready. The bathing suit covers that I showed you are $6.25 each. The foam covers, um, the two green ones, are $5. The water bottle holder is $3.75. Bucket hats are $7.50. And I have a lot more hats. I've got chaos hats. I've got the Manta hat. I've got the extra large one, which is uh, $7.50. I got the ear warmer that's $2. The Christmas play set is over there. That is $3.75. The double strand phone holder is $5. Now the market bags. The extra large market bag is $11.25. Large market bag $9.50. Medium market bag $7.50. Small market bag $6. Wind spinner is $1.50. The baskets are between I'm looking. They are the two that are sets, $15 a set. And the other ones, the two small ones, are $6. The blanket that was the pretty in pink, I think it's over there too, but it's $26.50. And the scrunchies are 50 cents. And they are still tucked away in the box. But I still have those items. If you're interested, just let me know. But today I wanted to show you what I have made as far as the gifts. Two of them you already know about, but I want to showcase them again anyway. And that's the beautiful wrap. Y'all, I think that is so pretty. And the fact that it's my design to me just makes it prettier. I'm so in love with that. And for those of y'all who did not know, those of y'all catching this on replay, I completed the cardigan. I completed the hexagon cardigan. I was a little worried about how the neck part was going to turn out, but after washing and drying it, it falls. Oh my goodness. It is so, um, yes, I'm definitely going to have a purple one of those. And what you all don't know, all I have to do is clip the ends, wash and dry this one. No weaving, just clipping because I worked over everything. This is the blanket that I was working on. I cannot wear that sweater as mine. Did you see how teeny weeny that sweater was compared to me? That'll fit over an arm. But yes, I did finish my Nana June's blessing blanket. Couple of variations that I made. There were three to be exact. One was the fact that instead of chaining up three for my double crochet, I build my double. I do the stackable singles for my doubles. I just think it makes the corners look so much better when you build it. Second thing was Juan goes back and forth with his work. And that's cool. That's cool. But I like the polished look of one side looking different from the other. This, of course, being the back. And it's not that it doesn't look good. It does. It does. But to me, that looks a little more pristine. That looks a little better to me. So I did all of mine to the front. The other variation I made was I did a combination of Juan's tutorials and ideas. The other was I blended the pattern, with his two bit granny idea, where he starts the center square with 4 rounds, and then every 2 rounds thereafter, he switches colors, but he doesn't use the same colors in the blanket at all. It's a great stash buster. It really is. But knowing that I was limited to the 4 colors that I had, I just alternated those colors. I did two of her, I say secondary colors, and then her main color, which was green, then two more green, two more green, and that's the way I did it all the way down. Um, the color she gave me, of course, was green. She said her secondary color would be yellow and then orange, and then she said fuchsia, but I didn't have fuchsia. So I went with this real pretty red. All of the yarn that I used was mainstay, and I used the colorways green, yellow, orange, and red. And I think it turned out so pretty. You know that it is a 4 worsted weight. It calls for a 5.0 hook, which I used the 6.0, and I think it worked out beautifully. Um, there are 397 yards in each skein. I used 2 skeins of the green, 2.5 skeins of green, um, a skein and a half of the yellow, almost 2 skeins of orange, and 2 skeins of red. So I don't think that was bad at all. The description box holds a pattern under Yana's crochet, and that is what I'm doing here. It's going to be a series of pyramids just to give texture. When I saw it, it made me stop. I was looking for something unique, something different to do. I was having trouble coming up with my own design because I got like so many designs in my head and I wasn't sure what I wanted to make. So I decided I was going to make a small blankie or an afghan. And I don't think it's quite wide enough yet. I don't know how wide it's going to be, but I know it's not quite there yet. So I'm still adding to the foundation row. Of course, you know by now when I look over, I'm looking at the TV. So today, the kids and I were out and about, and a friend of mine approached me, and she's like, "Well, when are you going to make me a blanket?" Which I had already intended to. I just didn't have her on the list of friends. And she's one of the ones that I can accept that from. Um, she's a unique person. And like I said, had her on the list. However, she did place an order with me a couple of weeks ago and asked me to make a scarf for a coworker of hers. And she finally sent me the colors. So I had that on the list. I have this item to finish. I have 5 gifts um, to make for the doctor's office. There was her blanket. Yeah. So, like right now, I got 8 things on my plate, along with the whips that I have. That there are 3 whips that I have that I know I have to finish. So I got myself right back there, y'all. I got myself right back there. like I need to be there. Ooh, please excuse me. So, before we go any further, I do have my trusty water, and I also have my delicious coffee, of which I have not taken the first sip yet. So we get to share this one together. Cheers. Oh my goodness. That is so good. I still have, this time, all I have is um, the espresso blend from Great Value, 14 ounces. I've only put in 8 ounces of creamer, which is the International Delight Caramel Macchiato. I still added my pinch of salt and my drip of vanilla. And it's amazing. It is amazing. I've already had breakfast today. Yay. Aren't you proud of me? Um, like I said, the kids and I were out and about today. We were out exercising. And I had a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. Great value. What you need? And I had a bottle of water. When y'all see me grin like, hey, Dorothea, how are you? When y'all see me grin like that, it's because my baby stepped in the room. She makes me smile. I am doing great when I stop spilling coffee on myself. I am. How are you? I popped in on one of your lives the other day. I was very quiet. I made sure I left a thumb, though. I didn't say anything. I was just there. I love what you do. But then again, I pop in on your lives a lot. You don't know it. Yeah, I will pop in on lives um, because I'm interested, but I don't really say anything, especially when I have a lot going on. Uh, I know that I'm a talkative person, and I know that once I get started in a conversation, I want to say more. And when I have, I guess you see the 3 items that I completed, and I'm working on number 4, and I still have, how many did I say? 7 more that I have to do? No, 6 more. 6 more that I have to do, and 3 whips that I have to finish. So if I don't, you notice here when I'm talking, even when I got project in hand, I will stop just to hold a conversation. Oh my goodness. And on top of that, I am, still a week ahead and looking for my video stars of the week. Yeah, yeah. But what I do, like today, I've already picked a person. I'll go back and what I call the finishing touches. I make sure I get a copy of their channel link. Um, and what I've started doing, or what you're going to see that I'm starting to do, is I'll pick one of their videos and I will put that link in the description box as well. So you'll have access to that person's channel and that particular video that I'll be showcasing. Well, not necessarily showcasing, but that I'll be sharing. The reason for the video stars of the week is so we can get the community together and realize that it's not a competition. Each one of us is out here trying to do our own thing, trying to be our own person. And, you know, I can never be them, they, the other. I can't be them. I can only be me, you know, and if we all pull together and give each other that love and generosity and grace, y'all, we could be big. We could really be something. And that's one of my dreams. That's one of the things that I want to see. Unity in the community. Yes. And then on top of that, I have been writing a lot of poetry this week. But of course, it is all in my phone. So I can't read the poems without disconnecting the phone. So one day I'll get smart enough to either print them out or write them down and I'll read them to you. The only one that I've really memorized is I Used to Be Pretty, the one that I've said for you all before. Uh, Other than that, I don't really memorize them. I have someone else in the room, and my heart is telling me who it is, but I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure because I know I got a few people who would duck in. But if this is who my heart tells me it is, I want to send her this, and she knows. She absolutely knows. So, in other news, there is this beautiful project going around called the Twister Hood of the Traveling Blanket, of which I am a part of. And I am like super excited and to the point that I'm getting overly anxious because I'm really waiting for it to come my way. And it's a series of artists who have Michelle Hamilton of Yes, Michelle Crochets started the project with this beautiful square, you all. And then she passed it along to Jessica, who added her touch. Jessica passed it to Auntie Seta, who added her touch. Auntie Seta passed it to Ivy, who added her touch. Ivy passed it to Marty, who is adding her touch. And then it comes to me. And I will be adding my touch. Yes. And then I send it to Juan. Yes. Y'all, that blanket is, oh my goodness. My goodness. I look at the fiber artists who have blessed it already, and I'm like, ah, I'm waiting for it to come to me because I love being a part of something so beautiful. Um, it's going to be auctioned off, and 100% of the proceeds are going to go to the Share Foundation, which is an organization that helps mothers who have lost children. And being a mother who has lost a child, I'm down for that. I am very much, I am so thankful to be a part of that. And I have, there's a journal that goes along with the blanket. And I have already written my excerpt for the journal. I have. And I just, I think it's, I think it's beautiful. Not only are you giving me something to be a part of, the people who have come before me, I get to know their story. And for those of you who don't know, I'm working on 3 other channels. I have a poetry channel that is kind of in place. It just doesn't have videos yet. It was actually my first YouTube channel, but I never really put anything on it. Um I didn't make the videos public. They were just, kind of there. So I decided to turn that into my poetry channel. I also want like a podcast channel where I will be interviewing people. I have a list of people already in place. I have questions already in place. So, and there are some that I'm reaching out to who are already creators. And I mean, these people have had millions and millions and millions of views already. I've only heard back from one, and the only thing they asked is that when it gets closer to time to reach back out, but they said they will be happy to do that with and for me. And so far, the people that I have contacted uh, outside of that have been gracious enough to say yes. So I got a little list. I got a little startup list going, y'all. Yes, I do. The other channel that I want to do, which I'm considering just leaving here and just putting it in on certain days. I might even do it daily, being that I crochet every day. And that's just the crochet with Kitty. I've already dropped one video. Go check it out if you will. And leave me comments. Leave me comments. I don't care if it's just a heart. Just leave me a comment, and I will definitely read it and I will respond. But all I'm doing is crocheting. If you hear background noise, it's whatever I'm looking at on TV and my fan. I think I cleared my throat a couple of times in that one. I did not erase background noise because even though I have to have my fan for breathing, the low hum that that humming sound that it emits is soothing for me. And I don't want to lose that sound. And I think that's one reason I keep gravitating back to my room to record the videos, because I set up my little office and another in the corner in the laboratory, but my laboratory is huge. So it can have an office and a little bedroom. It can have everything. That could be a one-room apartment, honestly. But or studio, I should say. But I love the acoustics in there, but I feel isolated at the same time. When I go out into the main area, we have an open concept kitchen, dining room, living room. I feel the space around me is so vast. I feel lost. But in the comfort, confounds, protection of my room with that low hum, this atmosphere feels perfect. It feels absolutely perfect to me. It's comfortable. Um, Everything that I need is within reach, whether I have to use the grabby or not. Very seldom do I really have to get up and go get anything. And I like this space. I can sit comfortably. In case you all hadn't figured out, I sit with my left leg bent. I sit right, left. I sit with my left leg bent and my right leg kind of hanging off the bed. That's comfortable for me. So if you ever see in a video, you see skin and you think it's my belly, it's not my belly. Just like you see the cami there, it's my knee. It is my knee. I promise you it's my knee. But now for the health update. Da, 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 da. Okay. I'm healthy. Y'all, I went to the doctor. Blood pressure was perfect. My weight, this morning's weight is down point 0.2. So I'm two, 325.4. 325.4. So I'm happy about that. This is so great. So everyone here, I hope all is well. Hello! Hello, Green Journey. How are you? You're here just in time because I told myself that I'm getting back into the ASL, which is also hashtag in the title. And I wanted to save it until the latter portion of this. So get your fingers ready. Mine are kind of ashy. I'm sorry. But I can fix that with my trusty coconut oil. I sure can. Warning, don't let the shine blind you. It's okay. We understand. We definitely understand. Okay, so I did a recap the last time we were together of the alphabet. I am going to go to something new today. That's your first one. Today. You take both of your Y hands, non dominant and dominant, turn the palms up, and just push down in front of you. Today. This also means now. Okay? So, today or now. Okay? If you remember this sign, let me know. Non dominant arm flat, elbow on the back of the fingers, and you can either do the D or you can do flat hand. And it comes straight down to the elbow, your dominant hand. Comes straight down to the elbow. Can anyone tell me what that sign is? Do, 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 do. Boom, boom. Okay, so this is the sign for day. Day. Okay? Or day. You have today and you have day. What we're going to work on today is the days of the week. Okay? Thumb up, thumb down, as long as your palm is flat and facing you. And you just go along. You count this like a calendar. And you're going from Sunday to Saturday. So today, we're going to learn the days of the week. Week. Finger straight across. Week. Week. Okay? We're going to start with the first calendar day, which is Sunday. There are two ways to sign Sunday. One, palms facing the person you're talking to, and drop them down, push them out slightly. So Sunday, Sunday. Or you can make those same palms out and circle them in out. Sunday, Sunday. Either is acceptable, top to bottom or circles. Both mean Sunday. Sunday. Okay? Your days of the week, your alphabets, you're gonna do your some of your alphabets with these. But instead of facing the person you're talking to, you're gonna face yourself with these. Remember I told you when you're finger spelling or talking to someone, you sign facing that person. Well, this time you're gonna bring it to yourself. That's the separation. So Monday starts with an M. You're gonna make your M facing yourself. M, and you're gonna bring it around one time. Monday. Monday. To show you how simple this is, Tuesday is your T. That thumb sticking in between, Tuesday. Tuesday. Wednesday starts with W. Wednesday. Wednesday. Now, here again, there are two ways to do Thursday. I got it. Thursday, being that Tuesday also starts with T, you can take the H from Thursday. Once around, Thursday. Thursday. Or you can spell out TH, Thursday, TH, Thursday. Friday is the letter F, around one time, Friday. Friday. Saturday is the letter S, same thing, Saturday. Saturday. So the 2 days that share first letters with other days, like Sunday shares the S with Saturday, Thursday shares the T with Tuesday. You have two ways of doing those two. But we're going to go through the days of the week slowly, okay? So we have Sunday or Sunday. Once again, Sunday or Sunday. And then we have Monday. Monday. Your M facing you. And then we have T, Tuesday. Tuesday. Wednesday. Wednesday. And then two ways for Thursday. Thursday, the letter H in a circle. Thursday. Or Thursday. TH. Thursday. And then Friday. Friday. And last, Saturday. Saturday. Okay? Now, at the very beginning, we learned today. Well, what about tomorrow? Tomorrow. Thumb hand, A hand, straight out. Tomorrow. Yesterday. The A hand going back. Yesterday. Okay? So tomorrow is forward. Yesterday is back. Okay? We're going to go through all of these one more time. But I want to show you this last one. Only one. So we did, 12, 13 of them today? But of course, you can always go back and look at the video another time, as many times as you need to get these down. But I wanted to show you this one, which is one of my favorite. There are two ways to say this one as well, and that is weekend. You do week, transition to the flat forehand and bring it down. Weekend. Weekend. or flat all the way around weekend. Weekend. Just round it off. Weekend. Okay? It's the weekend. Yay! Okay, so today we're going to learn the days of the week. Sunday or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yay! The days of the week, once you understand that it's just the first letter in a circle, it's not bad. That's why I think this is probably easier for people with Sunday because everything else is done in a circle. You know, the same thing with Thursday. That's probably simpler, especially for someone beginning. Don't forget, facial expressions are very important. Very important. Make sure that your mouth is where someone can see it. It's okay to mouth the words, mouth the alphabets. Just don't over accentuate. Makes it very difficult to read. Signs, keep them in an area where your mouth and your face can be seen in case you run into people like me who are hard of hearing. Okay? And not deaf. Okay? Um, practice, 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 practice. Get someone to work with you. Teach them as you're being taught, or practice in the mirror. That way you can see the signs being done, or record yourself. Go back and look at the recording. Those are ways that you are not only learning to do the signs, but you're learning to recognize the signs as they're being done. And it makes it a little easier to understand. Every now and then, the only bad thing about sitting with this leg bent, every now and then I got to straighten it out. But what I do sometimes is go to an ASL channel where there is no talking. There is no closed captioning on the screen. And I try to understand what they're saying. I'm learning at this too, guys. And yes, I wish that long time ago when I was told that I had lost so much of my hearing, I wish I had been as involved then as I am now, and I'd be much further along. But the beauty in that, I feel that I'm able to teach this to someone as I learn and not like, well, I already know this. So it's a breeze for me. I can be as slow as you need me to be. If you need me to speed up a little bit, I can do that too. So I think that's the beauty of me learning right now. Understanding from a learning perspective that it doesn't do you all any good for me to rush through this. I can't teach you all if you can't really see or don't really understand what's going on. So everything happens in its own time. And I'm grateful for that. Once again, I did put the link in the description box as to what I'm working on. So if you want a heads up or to jump ahead and get a glimpse of what I'm working on, you can click the link in the description box. But that's what I'm working on. Um, there is a video that's going to drop later on this evening. It's another Crochet with Kitty video. I had started something different last night, so I recorded a 30-minute session with that. This ain't that, y'all. This is not that. That has already been frolicked. And those who know me, that doesn't come as a surprise. I'm good at that. I'm so good at frogging it. Y'all, if you knew how many times I frog these pieces that I had completed. But then again, y'all know that it's my OCD. To me, it's not right if I don't frog it and restart it at least 4 times, at least 5 times. I have to start it at least 5 times. And that fifth time seems to be the time that it seems to be the charm. So this one, this is actually, this has been frogged already once because yesterday I started that piece 3 times. So this was number 4, and this is actually number 5. And I really think this is going to work. I know I'm a mess. I'm sorry that you think that. I can't apologize for being me. I can only apologize that you think that. But hey, once again, guys, I do want to go through the days of the week with you. Okay, don't forget, this is today, today, or now. Now, we'll do the days of the week. Okay? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it's the weekend. Yay! Oh my goodness. I told you all the way it's down to 325.4. I want to say 225 so bad. Y'all, I think I'd be doing cartwheels if it said two anything right now. I do, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm not down. Don't. Mm-mm. I am not down about it at all. We are at 325.4, and I'm happy for that. That's point 2 down from Thursday. Nice, slow, steady. I'm cool with that. Um, Also, one thing I showed you and didn't speak on enough, coconut oil. Coconut oil. I want to tell y'all so bad, but I have to wait until all of it gets here. I can tell you this much. I got a little Happy Meal yesterday, and I opened it, and there's something in it I can't wait to try. But for right now, coconut oil. Coconut oil is really, really good. If you're into oil pulling, make sure you get the unrefined and the organic. It's very good at pulling impurities out of the body. Um, if you don't know about oil pulling and you'd like to know about it, uh, check with me. I'll be glad to help you out with that. It's very simple. But coconut oil goes on and it feels kind of greasy at first. In no time, it's not greasy anymore. I put the coconut oil on my hands and I'll generally rub my hook with it. When I drive, I put oil on my hands and I will go around the perimeter of the steering wheel because I like for everything to be the same consistency. I grip better when things are of the same consistency. If my hands are full of lotion, slick and greasy, and I'm on a dry steering wheel, I'm scared to drive. I'm being honest. I'm the same way with my scooter. On my scooter, I will oil my knobs and my handlebars just to make sure I can keep my grip. I use coconut oil all over. I use it for my everywhere from my hair to my toenails. And it has not failed me yet. I think it's better than clear polish for my nails. Nice little gloss. Um, it's good for the skin without being thick and clogging the pores. So I love my coconut oil. Like I said, I do the virgin, unrefined, organic. Everybody in my house uses it. And there's so many things that can be made using that. You can make toothpaste, you can make deodorant, you can make lotion. There are a lot of things that you can do. Sometimes I have smaller jars as well. I call them travel jars. I will use my peppermint essential oil, and I'll just put a couple of drops of peppermint and rosemary in there, blend it all real good, nice pleasant smell. Being that the fat, being that the oils are essential oils, it's no, they're pure, they're pure, and they don't add a greasy residue or anything. So yeah, when I put the rosemary in it, I don't do the oil pulling with that one. I will do oil pulling with the peppermint one because peppermint is good for the body too. But we're gonna leave that right there because we can go off on that. Recap about the health. The health is coming along really, really well. The paniculectomy surgery and the hernia repair have been put on the back burner for a moment. There's still a portion of the insurance that we are working with, but the point is that we're working with it, and I'm no longer stressing about it. I'm not. I'm the fact that the weight is coming down and I'm seeing more mobility and a little more stamina. I know that I'm headed in the right direction. So I'm not cool with that, but I'm good with that, if that makes sense. Um, don't forget to love yourselves. I don't know if you remember about the little post-its I told y'all I wanted y'all to stick everywhere. Stick them. Big announcement. So I did not make my stitch quota yesterday or day before yesterday. So I am a total of about 7,000 stitches behind, not including the 8,000 stitches I have to do today. So what I told myself I was going to do, because it wasn't like I was wasting time or anything. Life happened. You know, I have the grandbabies and I have things to do. So what I told myself I was going to do was get as many stitches done today as I can, tally up what I have done for the week, and see what the average is of that. And I'll probably take that average into next week. And, you know, tomorrow I'll decide how many stitches I have to do a day for that week. Ultimately, starting the beginning of the year, I want to give myself a monthly stitch count and just hold myself accountable to those stitches. And I want you all to hold me accountable to them. With that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you. Like I said, my subscribers, I love you. I absolutely love you. All of you who are here, I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. And I thank you for being here. Um, I guess y'all see how much y'all make me smile. And that's a good thing. Sad note. Y'all, when I was coming up, everybody always told me that I looked like D from What's Happening. Danielle Spencer, if you want to look her up. Um, she transitioned this week. That's another one that hit me kind of hard. That's Malcolm and Danielle, and both of them hit me really hard. Malcolm Jamal Warner, because he and my son look so much alike. They look so much alike. And Danielle, because coming up, everybody always compared me to D. Girl, you look like D from What's Happening. Girl, you act like D from What's Happening. Girl, you know, it was always me and D from What's Happening in the same statement. And when she left Hollywood and became a veterinarian, yes, I followed her a bit. I did. But she fought a good fight. She did. She succumbed that to cancer. And yeah, but we're here. We are here, and we're here to carry on their memories, and do better work. That's what we do. So, with all of that being said, and knowing how much I love y'all and how much I'm glad y'all are here and so happy to be able to give up my hugs. Michelle, I know you felt that hug before you got here because I sure sent it to you. I really, really, really did. My Michelle and my Joan and my Dorothea and my Green. I love you guys. Zoila! Oh my goodness, how are you? How are you? Were you lurking? Here's one for you too, Zoila. You guys, I want to thank you all for being here. And like I say, anything that I showcased, that I sold, or that I'm selling, if you have any questions, if you want to go back and look at the replay and anything sticks out to you, please, by all means, reach out to me, let me know, and we can set something up. Okay? But until then, I want you to always remember to be bold, be brave, be beautiful, and behave. Remember, Kitty Lane told you, and remember, Kitty Lane loves you. So thank you. So until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody.